Today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, was I wrong about Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin right now reversing towards the downside, creating new lows and going much lower than expected? Or is this yet still the trap I was talking about? Well, to answer the question whether I was wrong about Bitcoin, yes and no. Hear me out, guys, because I want to show you something in the charts. Zooming out, showing you that maybe we shouldn't be freaking out right now. And let me go into the charts. And by the way, guys, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button. I mean, yesterday's video got like 11,000 likes, completely beautiful. And obviously I am myself not happy about the Bitcoin price here reversing on the smaller time frames, but I have to show you something, guys, so stick here with me until the very end. And I can tell you something, this video is gonna be a very important one. Now let's go straight into the charts, guys. Make noise for the algorithm. As always, I truly appreciate your support. And if you're not smashing it up for the video, smash it up for this amazing Bitcoin hoodie here, or the pyjama, or however you wanna call it. And now let's go straight into the charts. I wanna start here with Bitcoin here on the daily candles. Yes, you heard me right, on the daily candles, because in the end of the day, you do not wanna forget that we are still in this upwards trend here, and Bitcoin is right now fighting and almost breaking the channel. And if I am going over to the 4-hourly candles, then you can see already it looks like we broke it. However, do not forget it's a daily channel, and I would say a daily break below, a daily close below. This is what should make us a little bit more nervous. So far we don't have the daily close below. However, we broke this primary support line, this primary trend here on the 4-hourly candles, and we already closed below. So now let's have a quick look here on the volume and see what the volume is saying. And yes, we have to say some volume is coming in already. So we have to stay very vigilant. And what I wanted to say is whether I was wrong or not. Because you remember yesterday I was getting pretty excited about Bitcoin actually breaking higher, exactly at the level I was predicting earlier. And I was wrong. I was just too fast. My time frame was not correct. And I was getting a little bit too euphoric. And I want to say sorry for that, because as a trader, you shouldn't do that. However, in the end of the day, Bitcoin is still doing what we were actually talking about, because nevertheless, what I was talking about is a potential break below the EMA ribbon and then potentially Bitcoin Wing out. However, I was just getting a little bit too early into that Wing out. So far, we did not break the trend yet towards the downside. So far, this still can be a trap. I wouldn't short it, I wouldn't long it, wait for the confirmation sign, wait for example, a potential W pattern to break out. However, what our nail in the coffin is, what our last confirmation sign is that maybe we were wrong here, and so far this did not happen. Let me repeat that, it did not happen, guys, is if we are getting a daily close and a significant daily close below that, because then at least we are breaking the primary trend, and at least then we can say, hey, let's get a little bit more cautious here. Going over to the 4-hourly candles, you can see if we are pulling out the Fibonacci retracement level, something I was talking about earlier, all the way from the top to the bottom, that right now Bitcoin was retracing to the Fibonacci golden pocket, actually a level I mentioned earlier. I was saying if we are breaking the 38.2, it is at least very possible that we are going down to the golden pocket, and this is what we did right now. If we are breaking the golden pocket, if Bitcoin closes daily below, it can get a little bit bloody for Bitcoin. However, do not forget how a trend is actually determined, and we are right now in a bull trend. A bull trend is determined with, very important, higher lows consecutively. We are having that check mark, and higher highs consecutively. We are having that also. So only if Bitcoin really, and this is the moment, I'm not going out of my trade if we are closing a daily below. However, if Bitcoin gets here and we are getting a daily close below the previous low, if we are creating a low below the previous low, below 44,000 US dollars, this, ladies and gentlemen, it's when I'm going to come out and when I'm saying, hey, I'm very surprised, but we are changing the trend here. So far, Bitcoin is not changing the trend, and I am still staying strong. Obviously, yesterday being a little bit too early, a little bit too euphoric. I already talked about that earlier. However, my prediction is still not broken here, my primary prediction from earlier. And this is what I wanted you to take some note of. And obviously we still have our price targets at 57,000, but honestly, only if we are hitting a new high and only if we are breaking back into that specific trend. Otherwise, we might be due for some chop. We might be due for some crazy volatile price action. And this is something I wanted to tell you. This is something you have to be aware. So please don't rush into any trades right now. What you can do is, if you are in a trade like me, I'm staying and I'm waiting for the trend change to confirm. So far it did not confirm yet. So far we are in a bullish trend. This is very important to mention. If you want to open a new trade, don't do it right now. Do it with confirmation. And if you want to do it, use our links down below. If you want, you don't have to use these links. If you are using them, you get accumulated more than $7,000 in free bonuses. And well, if you don't want to use it, fine. Just make your own account as well, but you will not get this bonus down below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. And I know it was a short one. It was nevertheless a very important one, because I wanted to make up for yesterday. Where I was a little bit too fast, a little bit too euphoric. In the end, nevertheless, it seems like that what we were predicting earlier is still going to happen. We just have to give it a little bit more time. And now, as a quick ending note, something I wanted to remind you on, because the more we are zooming out, the more truth we are actually getting here. And if we are going over to the weekly candles, let me quickly zoom out a little bit here. Sorry, not on the weekly candles, but on the daily candles. And I'm zooming out here. Then you can see that here you have the Elon Musk buying zone, the yellow zone here. You see the big Wyckoff distribution pattern, and the big distribution pattern right here, where I mentioned this price target. Well, we hit that. And I was always saying since month that this is my low for Bitcoin. As you can see, we dipped down so many times. I am still confident that this is the low for Bitcoin. I'm still confident that this year was the start of the run towards the upside. Zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, guys. Don't get caught up with all of these people getting crazy with just like a daily red candle. Let's not get crazy about that. Let's zoom out and let's see that so far everything we were saying was coming true. Sometimes we just have to wait a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. We are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.